My love, where to even begin? It was 9th grade geology, I believe, is when I first saw you. I knew it wasn't love at first sight, but I was definitely attracted to you. I couldn't help but look at you from the right side of the class as you always sat in the same seat. I loved how consistent you were. You never changed from that desk. As the weeks went on, I continued to think about you more and more as I got to know you. You were pretty shy, so the conversations were short, not really giving too many details. Each interaction, though, made me feel like I was getting closer to you. It wasn't until you smiled. That's when a crush turned into true feelings. As high school went on, I was so excited to see what my classes would be, hoping you would be in the same class as me. I thought to myself, what can I do to get her to like me? Stealing your cookie and chasing me throughout the entire school and nearly getting my arm bit off wasn't the best start. I quickly learned not to come in between you and your sweets. As weird as it sounds, you biting me the way you did made me feel like I was winning you over, thinking about you more and more. Now that I think back, those were damn good cookies. I figured letting you put eyeliner on me would definitely win you over. My eyes have never been so watery in my life. Never again. Speaking of eyes, you were the first one to notice blood in my right eyeball after that incident I had in PE class. For the next 2 weeks, I would freak people out, including you, with that horrendous bloodshot eye. I proceeded to get your number, and all I wanted to do was talk to you every night. Even though I knew you couldn't talk much, I was determined. I simply ignored all the times you told me not to call. I probably pissed your dad off, but at this point, I liked you. Every time we saw each other, every time you hugged me, I got butterflies. You gave the best hugs back then. They were so intense. So much love in those hugs. I'll never forget when you saw me from across that big square. In the middle of the buildings, you started sprinting, not running, sprinting towards me, tackling me to the ground with a vicious hug. To me, that was the best hug I'll ever receive in my lifetime, ever. As we graduated high school and focused on our lives, we went our own ways. I kept tabs with you on social media to see how you were doing, and as the years went on, I couldn't help but think if I missed my chance. To think it's been almost 7 years blows my mind, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. Whitney Lynn Johnson, I am not just saying I do to you. I am saying I do to us. I am saying I do to our lives as a couple. I am saying I do to my best friend, to my one and only, to my ride or die, to my only ever after. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I can't wait to grow old with you, have kids with you, and start a family with you. You are my rock, the love of my life. I love you always and forever.
You can place it. Yes. Welcome everyone, as we gather to celebrate the marriage of this loving couple.